Well, here we are at day 6 of the multi-block competition, and we're in the final half hour before the horn blows. We're going to go down and see just how these pieces have shaped up over the week. I think you're going to be surprised at the results. Behind me now is Junichi Nakamura's team and their entry into the competition, and it is quite amazing. So let's take a look. There is a lot of sweeping swirls of ice in this. This is typical of his creations. His pieces seem to float in the air and literally defy gravity. I don't have my lift.
Dub it over later.
Aurora Dreams. This is what Yelena was talking about last night, the way they apply the snow to the trees. This is a technique that's just only been recently developed. Very picturesque piece. Hey, Chris. This is Chris Foltz's team, and their entry, it's probably one of the highest, if not the highest, piece in the competition this year. They turned their work out really fast. This just literally went up in a couple of days, and then they've been working on the detail ever since. Okay, keep going. This is pieces by Steve and Heather Bryce. We've been watching them put this together over the week, and it is quite a startling piece because of all of the bright work that's done here. The dancers in the middle of the piece show looks like there are lights actually buried in the ice underneath. Get a close-up of the flame if you can. So this is Animals, Judge and Jury. We've visited this numerous times over the week, and it's coming together really nicely. The animals surround a chair that's seated in the middle, and this is supposedly where the person sits and is judged by the animals hanging on the walls.
I think this is the hardest one.
Mario Amighi and his team put this together. This is Heavy Duty Dream, and it is a Salvador Dali-esque type of sculpture that is a surreal, sort of a surreal walk through a dream. Okay.
They got freestanding.
What's that?
They cut the braces out from under the seat now.
Uh-oh, we weren't there.
Still standing.
Good, good. Well, that's always a good sign. So this is the Russian piece that we visited all week. Now we have a correction to make here. We have been calling this Constellation. We found out from from Sculptor Support that this name was changed early in the competition to Gone with the Wind. And now it makes sense. Being sure and get a wide shot.
I did. The whole thing, I did. That's all I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I couldn't get my crew out here. Yelena's still doing makeup for one of the other, for somebody else.
Like a peacock. Oh, it is a peacock.
Yeah. So here, this piece is called Cocked, and it's the one that we were kind of in a mystery about through all the week. We kept calling it an IMAX screen and then a lily leaf, and it turns out that it is a peacock's tail. We got here a little late to see the supports cut out from underneath it. I guess there was some doubt as to whether it would stay up because of the distribution of weight, but it looks like it is freestanding and ready for judging. This is the ice sculpting team from Thailand. This is their piece called Emotion. Notice the detail in the top end of that sculpture. There is a lot of real fragile pieces up there. Very nicely balanced. This is a piece called Adventure Book, and as you see the little boy reading the story in the front, the animals and the action in the background is from his imagination. Nice concept.
The last dance is being cut.
Oh, it looks like they're getting ready to cut a support. This is the most hazardous part of any of these sculptures, is cutting the supports out. We always hold our breath just a little bit while this is being done. This is James Stugart's team and their creation called It Takes Guts to Get Out of the Ruts. We may get a chance to explore this piece a little more thoroughly later on after judging. James tends to hide little Easter eggs in his sculptures, so we'll go looking for them later.
Does it say on the pamphlet thing over there?
Victor, what's the name of your piece again?
Hold on, let me see.
He's been working on it all week, and he's just, you know.
Maiden of Birch Tree. Maidens of the Birch Tree.
Maiden of the Birch Tree, that's right. Now I remember.
That's the birch tree, we're showing the birch tree, and then, you know, something like playing with those beautiful birch tree.
Wow, there's a lot of activity in that.
Oh.
Look at that. You got all of those pieces done. You must have put the wings on this one just today, huh?
The wings on the back, that's collapsed.
Oh, they
actually,
did?
like, yeah, when temperature drop, and then we keep putting all the detail. And you know what, when it's cold and then there's some vibration, the wing fell down.
Oh.
And the other hands on the back was already just made today.
We had a little wind yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
just push to the limit.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's gorgeous. All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Save it back.
This is the team from Mongolia.
This is Yakuts.
Yakuts.
This is the team from Yakuts.
This is the team from Yakuts. And this setting depicts a celebration that they have in their country.
Their New Year.
Their New Year, that's right. Well, we probably shouldn't interrupt them.
Yeah.
They've got
I'm thinking.
if the horn is
You guys
ready
went
to
down
blow.
the line quick. I was like, it's only been 10 minutes. And
I know. Well, I was afraid the horn was going to blow before we got to the end. That's what I was worried about.
Oh, they have a lot of scaffolding around.
Well, they can remove the scaffolding after the horn blows.
Oh, okay. So they're just
So
trying to get
they
it
just
all
cannot touch the sculpture.
done. Okay. I wonder where their little pieces are. So I don't see any of them.
I don't either. They may not have had time to make them. This is called Imagine Dragons.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, I see a few of them at the bottom.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Just
There they
tiny
are.
little people, but I don't see the rest.
They had planned on having about 50 of those little people all around, but I think maybe, as often happens in this competition, the end result isn't always realized.
Time. I didn't bring my phone out here either.
I'm looking for my phone.
I think you guys have 15 minutes. Last I heard it was 20. That was
Yeah,
about 5
15
minutes.
15 minutes and 3 hours 35.
15 minutes.
3 hours and 15 minutes.
No.
Yeah, you can hold it. I've got.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
This is a very hectic time for a lot of these artists because
14 minutes.
they can remove scaffolding after the horn blows, can't they?
Yeah, they just can't take shovel or rake to it. They can use shovel or rake. Kevin, you got 14. 14 minutes.
Down to the wire.
And you have time after the horn blows to remove scaffolding.
They don't even have time to talk. They're so
No,
frantic.
he's
No.
just getting it done.
Yep.
Getting it out of there. Just don't kill yourself.
No,
Yeah,
no.
just-
Oh my God.
Don't
Don't kill your
fall into the
sculpture,
sculpture.
Let's go to the next piece.
They have an hour to do that.
Yeah, I know.
These guys are all done. They're gone.
They are. They're done and gone.
Gone and gone.
Is that 10 blocks of ice?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like they used all of their ice, but
Yeah. Well, no, it could be because look at the bottom. The bottom is all ice.
Look back there. There's 2 blocks left.
Oh, there are
so
two blocks.
there's still 2 blocks left.
Wow, that moon is bright. On a random note, but come over here. These guys are blowtorching.
So the last
ice.
piece in our competition, morning coffee.
Yep.
Yep. Let's see how it turned out.
14 minutes, guys.
Okay.
Ah, so there's the cup with the steam coming out of it.
It's very interesting.
You have to look really close because the 2 faces that are facing each other are made up of other sculptures. So it's really the negative space in that sculpture that makes the 2 major components. A man and a woman looking at each other over a cup of coffee. It almost looks as though the smaller pieces inside the faces, the figures kind of make up what they might be thinking.
Do we want to go back that way again, or?
Yeah, let's walk back down there. Let's
just go walk back down.
We'll let these guys get by us because they're really noisy. Uh-oh. Roadblock.
Traffic jam.
Let's move over to the side.
really busy. Everybody's out in the roadway, getting their scaffolding out.
It's a traffic jam here.
Everybody's working really hard. Yeah, it's like down
Boy,
to the wire.
they're just knocking this. Are you still rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're just knocking the scaffolding down like crazy. Looks like there's still a little work going on up there at the top.
Yeah.
And they can continue right up until the point where the horn blows.
When they're done, they can't go back and fix it. It's just
No.
right.
Once the horn blows, they have to. Their tools cannot touch the ice.
Wow. We're down to the very last 10 minutes or so.
The Yakuts team still working away. Looks like they still have some background to put in place.
Beautiful.
This is a beautiful piece. The horses are just really expressive.
They, especially this one in the corner right here.
Yeah.
This piece is just magical. I really love this piece.
Victor Dagaton's crew, and they're still working on their pieces. It looks like they're putting stanchions in place, which means their sculpture is all done, but the stanchions are just decorative work that's put around the outside. They get graded on that. Looks like James and his crew are still putting the finishing touches on their piece. They may not have completed their piece. They may not be able to completely finish their piece, but
Oh, I love this. Look, they put the alphabet into the book. This is beautiful. I really love this.
adventure book.
Очень красиво.
Спасибо.
Да.
So all done?
Yeah.
All done.
That took a lot of intricacy just to put those letters
Nice
like
work.
that together.
Nice work, Dal. The letters are all suspended. They just pour off of the page,
I love it.
contributing to the idea that the creatures in the back are part of the imagination created by the book. Okay.
That actually is probably one of my favorite pieces just because of the letters. It just looks so cool.
Looks like the team from Thailand has completed their piece.
I like the spikes sticking out of the ground.
Yeah,
Here's our movie theater.
I know. If you
looks
see the peacock
awesome.
from the side a little bit, you can see the head a little bit better. While the feathers in the back are the most prominent part of it. Are we out of time?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay, not yet.
They're just having some team camaraderie.
Okay, so we got one more piece before we have to run, I guess. Huh? So this was your group, Yelena?
Yeah.
Looks like they're done.
Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте. Как вы чувствуете скульптуры?
О, ее можно, конечно, еще долго-долго доделывать,
Да.
доводить до совершенства. Но природа сама доделает, я так думаю. Ну, все, что мы задумывали, все сделали,
сделали.
все получилось, конечно. Команда подобралась хорошая, так что у нас вот, посмотрите, что получилось.
Красота.
Да, спасибо.
Talk to Steve and tell him what he said.
So he said that they, of course, they could keep going and working on it, but they did accomplish everything that they were set out to do, and they're very happy with it.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
We were calling it by the wrong name.
We were.
We were calling it Constellation. It's called Gone with the Wind.
Is it?
Да?
Переведите.
А он сказал, что мы неправильно называли, потому что здесь, наверное, на бумаге.
А, унесенные ветром.
Унесенная ветром,
Yes.
да, здесь неправильно стояло название. Окей. Yeah, it's Gone with the Wind. Yeah, it's not Constellation.
Well, I made that correction earlier
That's
when
good.
we were by. I made that correction.
It makes more sense now.
It does. It makes perfect sense
I was like,
now.
Constellation, Any comments? No?
Comments, yes. Yes.
It's beautiful. Очень красиво.
It's beautiful. The street lamps on the end.
Лампы красивые, ему нравится.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Лампочки есть там, я делал.
Да?
Да. Если присмотреться, они там стоят.
If you look inside, he made little glass bulbs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Kim, get a picture of the bulbs inside the glass, or get video of them.
She's got the long lens.
Wow.
I really love the pieces they have this year. It's just mind-boggling.
It is. Well, we say this every year, that it just gets better every year, but you know, it's just, yeah. Okay,
Okay,
well,
let's go on.
we gotta run.
Thank you.
Wow. I love the lighting on it too. It just
I know.
It's
I think the white lights are probably going to be the best lighting for that. When they put the gels on it, some of that detail might kind of disappear into the light.
they're just kind of storybookish, whimsical, fairy. I don't know, something about it.
Well,
I really love.
Gone with the Wind is quite the epic piece for its time, you know. The pinnacle of romance in cinema.
Here's our
Heavy Duty
elephant.
Dream,
Hey, lady.
Mario Amigi's team. And looks like they're doing some real small detail work, but it looks to me like they are complete. But just like many of the sculptures say, they will, up until the horn blows, they will just keep doing. They'll always find something that needs to be fixed or repaired. Something that can be done just a little bit differently.
The animal courtroom.
This is the
What is it called?
animals judgment. What is it?
This is Nature's Judge and Jury. I love that. I love looking at that.
Yeah, the flame.
The flame. Oh my goodness, that's so freaking awesome. Looks great. This is so cool.
So the piece above the hearth is an elephant. We didn't that detail didn't come out until just today.
Hot seat. Literally.
Yeah. Okay. How much more time do we have?
3 minutes.
2 minutes, 3 minutes. Down to the wire.
And what's the name of this piece?
This is The Last Dance.
The Last Dance.
I love all of the swirls and designs. It's so pretty.
Now, you saw in a previous video how they were cutting those spheres using a rotary lathe that they designed and built themselves.
Walk down that way.
Yeah. Okay, there's the horn.
Oh, there's the horn. It's done.
That's it. Everybody has to put their tools down. Get her.
You want to say
Let's
something?
see it.
about
Let's see. Steve, now that the horns blow, you have some time to talk to us about your piece?
Sure.
So, all I can say is, wow. We saw how you were cutting the spheres. That you guys design all that equipment
Yes.
to cut all that stuff in.
Yeah, this whole piece, I made jigs to make everything go a little bit quicker, more precise.
It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was started planning on it this summer.
Uh-huh.
Decided I would do something really fragile.
Well, I think you've perfected the art of architecture. I mean, these pieces that hold the railing up in the bottom there, that, I mean, you couldn't do that on a lathe. There must have been some magic involved there.
Yeah, it's more of a mill cut
Yeah.
sort of a scenario there instead of a lathe cut.
Yeah.
So it's a tool that nobody's really come out with is milling versus lathing.
Well, you guys have been kind of the innovators in this area. This is, and nobody else does this.
Well, it's took me like 10 years to figure out how to machine. Learned how to do woodwork, metal fabrication, and then machining.
Wow.
And I'm still jealous of those who can do blacksmithing. I'd make my own chisels. But yeah, I make the cutters and all sorts of jigs, just anything to, you know, make it more precise and cleaner.
Well, can you get your crew maybe in front here, and we'll photograph you guys in front of your piece?
Yeah, where's Heather?
She was just here.
Hey Heather,
there she is.
Take a photo.
I have to lay down. Get down really low.
Oh.
Otherwise you're going to be in the way of everything.
Just a videotape, or are we going to get like a
Kim
photo?
can get a picture.
Yeah, Kim can get some, but you're going to have to get. You're going to have to move so that she can. She's got a really long. She's got a really long lens. After a hard week's work.
Well done, boys.
Job well done. Okay, it's got everything?
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Go ahead.
And this is the end of the multi-block.
There you have it, the end of the 2014 multi-block competition. It's been a great week, and we've enjoyed bringing this feature to you folks out there in Webland, and we hope to see you again next year. Stay tuned for the award ceremony. We'll be putting that out probably in a day or two. We have to tape it first.
Yeah.
So
Thank you for joining us, and we hope you really enjoyed it.
no, I'm Steve Iverson,
And I'm Yelena Petkova.
and we'll see you next year.
There you go.
That's it.